Now, after the game, the Cleveland Browns head coach Hugh Jackson said that he would not commit to Baker Mayfield as a starter. Said, I need to look at the tape and figure out who my starting quarterback is moving forward. Well, first of all, Baker Mayfield should be the starter for the Browns. But I think the reason why Hugh Jackson said this is because he wants to be respectful to Tyrod Taylor. Remember, Tyrod Taylor has been nothing but a professional. He's been a class act. He's done the right thing. He's been incredibly helpful to Baker Mayfield in his progress. I also think that Hugh Jackson wants to check with his bosses. What does John Dorsey, the general manager, say about starting Baker Mayfield? What does Jimmy Haslam think? It's not his call in the post-game press conference to make that decision. I wish it was, but I'm being honest, it's not Hugh Jackson's call. He's got 2 wins in 3 years as a head coach. It's up to John Dorsey and Jimmy Haslam, the owner. But, my best friend's mom makes freezer jam, and this will make sense in a minute. When you open freezer jam, so the way you make freezer jam is you put it in a sealed jar. It's sealed shut. And the minute you unscrew it, you open that freezer jam, you can't reseal it again. It's impossible. You got to eat it once you open it. You can put it in the fridge for a little while. It'll preserve itself in the freezer. But eventually it will go bad because you opened that seal. You cracked that seal. You can't ever reseal it again. Baker Mayfield is the same way. You have opened that can of worms. Baker Mayfield has already played. And not only played, Baker Mayfield has been really successful. You can't put him back on the bench. I'm sorry. Reality, you can't do that. You can't do that to Browns fans. You can't do that to Baker Mayfield. How weird would that be? He's better than Tyrod Taylor in a game. And then we're like, you know what? We're going to go back to Tyrod. You can go back to the bench. No, it hurts your locker room. It hurts Baker Mayfield. There's no benefit to going back to Tyrod Taylor. Now you have to play Baker Mayfield. I mean, give him the keys to the car. He's going to hit bumps on the road, but we now know clearly he can drive. Baker Mayfield is better than I expected him to be, actually. And I would just let him drive the car. It's worth noting, too, Tyrod Taylor missed a number of throws that I actually think Baker Mayfield would have successfully made. There was that long, deep ball over the top that Tyrod Taylor totally missed. Tyrod Taylor missed. And there was one play on the last drive that Tyrod Taylor played where he had a guy open over the middle. The announcer showed it to us in the game. He has a guy open in the middle. And instead of hanging in the pocket, throwing the ball as he's hit, he tried to scramble and run away. And it doesn't work. You got to step up in the pocket. You got to step into that throw, make the throw over the middle. You'll get nailed, but you can't shy away from pressure and try to run. And Tyrod Taylor kept holding onto the ball far too long, trying to run around, trying to make plays with his legs, instead of hanging in the pocket and delivering the football. Baker Mayfield said, I'm going to put my foot in the ground and throw the ball. And that's what's so cool is I remember in college, the biggest concern with Baker Mayfield was he was running around a lot. And it worked in college against inferior athletes. Well, we saw Baker Mayfield against Georgia in the Rose Bowl, against really good top-level SEC athletes. And Baker Mayfield could not improvise as much. He was not able to run around. And the question was, well, Baker Mayfield's style of play, that fast and loose, running around, gunslinger play, doesn't work as well against really good athletes because he's not a great athlete. He's good. He's solid. And what Baker Mayfield did is showed he can win from the pocket. That's paramount. That's so important for Baker Mayfield. So again, I know this whole episode is dedicated to Baker Mayfield, but Baker Mayfield might have saved Hugh Jackson's job. You cannot understate how good he did. He had 23 pass plays called. We'll assume he got all the handoffs right. Every play Baker Mayfield was in the game, he did the right thing. Unheard of. Nobody does that. Tom Brady doesn't even do that. He does more than most, but for a rookie quarterback, Baker Mayfield in his NFL debut, to be basically perfect decision-making wise, unbelievable. Had 3 drops, too. Should have been 20 for 23. He looked poised. Baker Mayfield was just having a good time. It looked easy for him. And I am so happy for the city of Cleveland. Look, this moment might go away. Maybe Baker struggles the rest of the year. I don't know. I hope not. I'm rooting for the Browns. I'm rooting for Baker. But it looks like he's their guy. I might be wrong, but, last night filled me with hope. If you're a Browns fan, you have hope right now. And that's because of Baker Mayfield. And that's so cool. He looked like their franchise quarterback last night. I hope he is. We're only 1 game in. It's too early to really know. But, oh man. I really hope it works out. That'd be so cool. To watch the Browns get turned around. To finally have their quarterback. Because how many years has it been? I'm 21 years old. My entire life, it's not worked out. So I really, really hope that it works out for Baker Mayfield. That'd be so fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my show, Strong Opinion Sports. It's my pride and joy. I'm very proud of it. If you're new to Strong Opinion Sports, you can subscribe to it on iTunes, SoundCloud, on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, or you can find more shorter breakout videos like the one you just watched. And if you like what I had to say, maybe you hate what I had to say, share this with your friends. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about the show. My name is Zach Schaumler. Have a great day. Bye.